HARD BREW REVIEWS.
Rock Hard Brew Reviews.
Yes,
Rock
I am
Hard Brew
recording definitely
Reviews.
now, but I'm also hearing
Okay.
back the audio I just recorded when I was fucking up.
Yeah, you gotta quit.
Welcome to... Fuck, dude, you messed up my intro.
We can quick delete anything that
Yeah.
goes down, you know?
Anything?
Yeah.
Anything? Yo, delete the whole episode. That's a nice stoner laugh. That's a pretty good stoner laugh. That's like a surfer laugh now. It's funny that only the vowel sound had to change from it to go to a stoner laugh to a surfer laugh. That really makes you think. Exactly.
That's- I feel like I'm maxing out the mic, but only when I'm being funny.
Yeah, it's worth it at that point.
Yeah.
That's why people scream. That's why people scream really loud to be funny.
Yeah.
Because loud noises just are hilarious.
Man, yeah. I knew a lot of people who did that kind of thing.
Did what? Made a lot of loud noise?
Yeah, I mean, like, that was my way of getting attention in high school, is that, you know, people kind of knew who I was, but I was also like, I don't know. I would still, like, make loud noises in the hallway and
Yeah.
run in front of my friends and then back up really quickly into them as they're walking forward and
Yeah,
into, like, a
damn.
whole group of people. That happened a couple times.
Damn. It sounds
Yeah.
like you were the life of the party back then. What happened?
Man, I had kids.
Oh, that'll do it. That'll fucking get
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, they sneak up on you, you know.
And they suck the life out of you like fucking dementors.
I mean, I don't know if any of our listeners are, you know, fellow
Harry Potter fans?
No.
Oh, sorry. I'm JK. Rowling. Oh,
It kind of sounds like raffling, you know, JK raffle.
yeah.
Wow, that
It
was
does.
bad.
No, it made me Lamau. So there you go.
Yeah. Hey, but enough about surfer laughs and turfer laughs.
Ooh,
let's,
nice.
Let's
Nice.
say what welcome to Rock Hard Brew Reviews. First of all, we butchered it earlier. I butchered it over you, but
Welcome. Yes, you did.
we're
Welcome.
here. We're hetero because, you know, of the accidental kids and whatnot.
Yep.
And you know, we're drinking beer as well. So
Yeah,
be
we're
nice
here, we're
if-
drinking beer.
yeah, we're here. We're hetero and we're drinking beer. It's like,
Wow, that's the worst chant I've ever heard.
yeah, it would make sense if the middle word rhymed too, but it's just not. It's not the case. So
At that point, it's just like stating that you're a boring person.
yeah,
With you can't even rhyme the fact that you're like boring.
yeah. So I'm kind of on the top of the privilege pyramid and well, upside down pyramid in this country.
Ooh.
But hey, and I'm also like just totally unremarkable. And I have a podcast with my friend who, you know, is of the same social caliber.
Whoa, I liked where the riff was going until you like called me out.
Yeah, dude. If I'm going down, watch your ankles. That's all I'm saying.
What? No way. It's like a Achilles out here with my heels and my ankles.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like Achilles.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You guys know Achilles? Look it up. Google that shit.
Well, Dylan, you're a killing me. First of all.
Yo. Hopefully not too much, because we need you for the show that we're doing. We need to finish the show.
You would lose so much money if I died.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'd get some of that life insurance shit, or you have me in your will. I'm the sole beneficiary, I would assume, right?
Yeah, well, and also because of that bet you made.
We're not supposed to talk about that, Joey.
That's not exactly on the books, is it?
Well, it's
Well,
on somebody's books. A shady black book of deals.
Yeah, the Necronomicon.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty
Along
much
with the secrets. What were you gonna say? Oh man.
I was just gonna say, for those of you who don't know, Dylan bet on my life. Like, he did bet in favor of my life, but a lot of people, have money against me. And it's, it's not just between him and other people. It's through, the agencies that, whatever. It's like when you go to a horse race, Essentially what I'm saying is next week I'm going to be tossed into a coliseum with a bunch of hungry folks, and by folks I mean lions. And let me tell you, these ain't no Beyoncés and Donald Glovers here. These are mean customers, okay?
Mean, lean, Joey eating machines. That's what I heard. And I bet for your life, which means I'm staving off all of the people trying to harm you to claim that money.
Yeah.
I'm like your bodyguard. Even here from Rochester, New York, I don't know. I just think really good thoughts about you. I just kind of like send thoughts and prayers and kind of just like glowing balls of light to you. I just like, I don't know. I have like crystals placed all around my home. I just like really focus all my energy onto you, and I hope that it protects you. And I know that it does because you're still here, and I know it will protect you against the lions too. So
yeah, but you're not going to join me in the Coliseum, are you? I mean,
no, I wouldn't dream of it because nobody's actually bet against my life. I have no haters. I just like always kind of lived like in a hater-free zone. And that's just kind of like always been how I've just like, I don't know, progressed and grown and just lived my frickin' life has just been like hater free, so.
That's very comforting. But yeah, I mean, I think that your, like emotional support will help in when I'm down there in the pit, in the sandy pit. And
yeah.
And I think the other thing that might aid me is like my kind of insult comedy crowd work skills, because I can always just I get me going. I'll even the most hungriest lion will be enthralled, and I'll tell him, you guys, you seen that? Here's just my pitch for a bit for
yeah.
Okay,
I got you. Yeah,
let me run this by you.
I'm loving this.
Hey, you guys know the Disney's The Lion King and the reboot of it? Compared to those guys, you're talentless hacks.
Whoa! And those lions have looked up to those other ones, like the famous ones, like, it's just like,
well, how could you
that
not?
Crushes them. Yeah, I mean, even I did, and I'm a human being. And that crushes them. You just know that crushes them, for sure.
There's a weird home video of me where I just keep saying over and over again, when I grow up, I want to be Scar.
Oh my God, is that true?
Yeah. No, it was Mufasa, but I wanted to sound edgy.
Whoa, that's definitely the edgy one. I mean, give me a break. I was gonna say, I don't know if I trust you anymore. I don't know if I can do this show with you, because I always kind of viewed myself as like the Scar, you know what I mean? So like for you to say that you're actually Scar is like so funny, because it's like you're clearly like I don't know, whichever like the warthog, you know what I mean? You're clearly Pumbaa.
Is that a fat thing? Is that a?
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's deeply hurtful and problematic, Dylan.
I'm sorry. It's all right. We can both be Pumbaa if it makes you feel any better. No, you can be Timon. I'll be Pumbaa, bro. But we're both of them, okay? For Halloween this year.
I'm whoever Nathan Lane is, because, I'm a performer.
Wow. And life is a stage. And
you know who said that?
Who?
Mr. William J.
Shatner. Wow. Even on the deck of the Star Trek, he was able to give off that meaningful quote without even trying.
The full quote is actually, all the world's a stage, but in space, there is no God, no director, and Jean-Luc Picard can SMD.
No, he said that?
That's the full quote. Nobody ever talks about that. I don't know why.
Because it's controversial, and it's like, you don't want one of your heroes going down in history. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you just, even though technically it's like the future, like, you know,
They say never
you just
meet
don't
your
want-
heroes.
Yeah. This is just one hero you don't want to meet in space or with both feet planted on God's green earth.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
I met Hogan's heroes once, but that was fine because
No way.
they weren't my own heroes, you know. They were
Who's
just
Hogan's heroes? Five Finger Death Punch. Ooh. No, they're
What?
more military guys. They're not wrestler. That's like the military in cop band.
Well, Hogan's Heroes is the name of a like TV show from the 60s or 70s about American prisoners of war in a Nazi camp in Germany, and they're like
Holy
the
shit.
Nazis are like dopey, like, you know, guys, and like the Americans are like constantly outsmarting them and like making them look a
Wow.
fool, and there's some slapstick and it's very, you know, I don't know if it was contemporaneous with MASH or if it was a
Whoa.
predecessor or what, I don't know, but
I always liked MASH because it reminded me of like mashed potatoes, and
Yeah.
I never actually watched the show, and I interjected to just say that. And I'm definitely the Pumbaa now.
you
but
certainly
yeah,
made yourself look that way just now, didn't you?
Oops, all Pumbaa. Oh man, wow. All right, what time is it? Is it time to? No, we still got to talk about other things that aren't the beer, even though I'm drinking it right now, and boy, am I dying to just give my review.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you've lived a low life, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's exciting to get to the other part. And that'll be a hint.
What?
That'll be a hint.
Oh, okay, I see. I thought you were just. I had no idea what you were fucking saying, but now I get it. Because I read the episode title like everyone else should, before they listen, so that they can go out and get the beer before they listen and drink it along with us. And if
shit.
you haven't been doing that since the beginning, if you haven't been going at like immediately checking your phone to see what episodes we're releasing, what beer we're reviewing, if you are not immediately going out, purchasing these beers, supporting these small businesses, and if you are not taking them home and drinking them to excess immediately while listening to the show, you are doing a disservice to your country, a disservice to veterans, and a disservice to anyone else that you like and that you've ever loved. So I'm just going to leave that there, I guess. But like, maybe y'all aren't ready to have that conversation, you know? Who knows?
I mean, in a time such as this, it's important to stick by, you know, these beer companies, which are really struggling and definitely don't have any moral ambiguity, like any
Yeah.
big corporation, but
They're family. It's different, you know? Like, I don't trust, I don't know, Target.
Yeah,
But
because
I trust, because liberals shop there, but I trust, Democrats shop there. I only shop at John Deere, and I only drink Budweiser that I buy from the Budweiser store that I created in my backyard. right above my bomb shelter.
It's like a lemonade stand. I've seen it. It's like a lemonade stand, but when the cops always tell you to take it off the street.
Yeah, but I
And
like
to
cops.
check IDs for Christ's sake.
A cab, am I right? But yeah, so
Yeah. But in a
damn.
very different way than we just were saying.
Yes. Wow. I wonder if people can tell what parody this is. Wow. They're like, what do they really believe? But you know.
Well, I think we've said it explicitly.
That we are both paid for George Soros to give out misleading information about beer and these companies in order to discredit them, because he directly profits off of people being sober and rioting.
Yeah, he's actually both of our stepdads from separate marriages. So that's why this...
he's like my stepdad in the same way that like everybody on Pornhub's got a stepdad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's not, it's not blood, but it is another liquid,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They're not related
and that
by
liquid's
blood.
beer. Related by beer, Joey. And
Exactly.
I don't like you insinuating anything else.
What are you talking about?
I don't know
what you're talking about.
Like maybe you thought we just like, I don't know, like cried together. Maybe you thought we, I don't know, maybe peed next to each other or something. Like I'm just trying to think of other liquids, but maybe the only liquid we should really be thinking about right now is the one that we're here for. You know what I mean?
And that is Miller High Life.
Yes, we're living the... fuck. What were you going to say, Joey? No, why don't you go? I love Discord. I love the internet and Wi-Fi, don't you?
I was going to say it's the champagne of beers.
Champagne. And I hate when coastal elites say champagne. It's champagne.
Yeah, those fucking assholes. I bet they still say baloney.
Oh my God. Baloney was their first name. Wait. How does that song go?
And baloney
Oscar.
was his name. Oh.
There we go. Bologna was his no. That's how the song should go. Well, anyway, what kind of what you drinking Miller out of tonight, Joey? I got medium tall boys. Wow, that's a big bottle, Joey.
I got a 32 fluid ounce, 1 quart of beer I'm going to drink during this show. I better get started,
Wow.
Actually.
Holy shit.
I'm going to crack it open on mic.
Do you know how many flaws that is?
32.
32. Okay. I'm fucking with 16, but it doesn't say flaws. It just says Oz, which is kind of like confusing because normally it's flaws,
Yeah, it's like, who's doing this? Frank Oz or the Wizard of Oz?
See, that's where my head went, is that the Wizard of Oz is actually behind, is actually like the secret CEO of Miller. That's my Illuminati confirmed conspiracy. The Wizard of Oz is real.
That would make sense because I just, for a second, I was looking at the label from the back of the bottle, and I was like, are those words? Like, are those, like, is this National Treasure or some shit? And I looked, and it's not. It's just lines.
And is weed legal in LA, Joey? And have you maybe smoked some of it recently? I'm just curious.
I would never do that. I would never betray federal law.
Yeah, no, because the feds will find you. And apparently, we don't know how far this Wizard of Oz thing goes, so we should just be careful already.
I mean, I don't know about you, but like, I'm feeling 22. But also, I like
classic. Dude.
I like have ambition, so like unlike some people, I just like have ambition. So I'm gonna be a SEAL someday, so I can't like have any federal crimes.
I see. Like arf kind of SEAL, like on the beach, or you mean like Navy, like a blue SEAL?
Well, I thought it was gonna be the the guys who killed Osama. That's when I applied.
Oh,
That's when I sent
cool.
in my application, because I was like, hey, if John Krupnitsky's gonna do this, I can do it too, because I've always thought of myself as somewhat of a Jim. Looks at camera.
Oh my God! And Joey, you couldn't see that, but like Joey looked at the camera when he said that, and it was like,
It zoomed
is
in.
that Jim? Is that it zoomed in and like it almost seemed like somebody was like holding it, but like casually, like they didn't really care that they were holding it, so it was just like kind of shaky and like casual, just like very laid back and cool. And then Joey looked in the camera, and I was kind of like, oh my God, like I'm gonna fall in love with him no matter what he does next, or what his shows directly promote, the ideologies that those shows, I just I fell in love.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can, I'm really talented at everything. So that's one of the main similarities between me and Mr. Halpert.
Yeah, what's his real John Krasinski?
John Kablinski.
I literally forgot his name until now. I knew the last name. I couldn't remember if it was Jim or if it was John, Jacob, Jingleheimer, or Schmidt. I thought maybe it could have been any of those.
Hey, enough with the don't say Schmidt on this show.
You piece of Schmidt. Yo, you ever see New Girl? There's a character named Schmidt on that show.
My girlfriend
so
met
funny.
Max Greenfield.
What? LA Living. How was it?
Well, it was at she attended the student Emmys through school, so she went to the Emmys golf tournament in Hollywood as like a volunteer thing, as someone who was like a student Emmy nominee or whatever. Humble brag. But
wow.
Rip Harris Whittles. But anyway, the thing is I lost my train of thought.
She met Max.
Yes. She was like handing out balls and clubs at this golf like thing.
Yeah.
And she met like a bunch of celebrities. Well, like, a handful, and he was one of them. I won't
Conan?
name. I wish, dude. That would have been our in.
What about James Corden?
I wish, dude. That would have been our in.
What about Jay Leno?
I wish, dude. That would have been our in.
Oh, fuck. What about David Letterman?
I wish, dude. That would have been.
Dude, that would have been our in. Oh, sorry. I read the script wrong. You say your thing?
That would have been.
That would
cool.
And then why don't you take it from the beginning and just kind of like follow the stage directions? Like you're supposed to say it just like exactly how we wrote it. So maybe try again.
That would have been.
Yep.
Really
Nailed it. Cut.
Cool.
Cut. That's it. All right, we can pack it up. End the ep. Play the end theme that we wrote today.
Perfect.
Rock hard, brew reviews, riggedy blow, Jack Black, riggy goo, riggy goo, 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 goo. Yo, did you know that you're listening to Jack Black Radio? Riggy goo goo.
He does do a lot of the riggy stuff,
It's like he's trying to tell you like what his favorite pasta type is, but he's stuttering as he's doing it. But it's melodic and rhythmic enough for it to sound like music, because everything Jack Black touches is music.
I only eat rigatoni with ragu sauce. Rigatoni.
My favorite sauce is rigatoni. That's fun. That's fun to do. I'm having fun doing that, actually.
You know what? He's a talented man. He found something fun. He carved out the fun, and he's still hanging out there.
He is still hanging out. And now, do you think he'd be a Pumbaa too?
I think he would be. I don't even care about this movie, so I don't even know who
Which
to compare
one?
him to.
The remake or
No, just
the original?
I mean, both. Poor.
You mean you didn't see Lion King? The with when Carol Baskins killed her husband?
Okay.
You didn't see Lion King?
Now that I have an opinion on, okay? Because
Yeah. Do you think she fed her husband to Scar? Sorry, you can talk now. I just wanted to say that.
I think she made a deal with the devil that she took her one sexiest lion she had, and it ate her husband, and then slowly it gained the power to shapeshift into a man, and now that's who she's married to now. That guy who, is Howard or whatever. Total
Hey,
sub.
Howard's sexy for a former lion. I will also say, who decides that which lion is the sexiest? Who does that fall on? Is that on God or is that on Carol?
Well, whoever's the most supportive husband,
Oh, okay.
She's been through a lot.
That would be Howard. Yeah, I mean it's tough to not only go to Africa but find Scar and the hyenas. It's like hard work to do that, and it's because they're shooting the movie. They're all on set. Simba's there. What's her name? Nala, the female lion that Simba fucks. She's there. Everybody's there, and Carol actually had to go on set and interrupt everything just so Scar could eat her husband. It's like, I don't know. If that's not white privilege, I don't know what is.
Yeah, and then they had to recast Scar and start filming almost completely all over again because, he shapeshifted into Howard.
Yeah.
Rock Hard Brew Reviews.
Yay, we're back. Hey, welcome back, guys. We took a little break.
Welcome back. Right in the middle of the action, we just took a fucking break. The bladders, you can't control them. It's just something about bladders,
I also tore my ACL, so...
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and you went to the hospital and they patched you up and you're back, and it only took a few minutes.
I'm back, baby. Yeah.
And better than ever.
But man, am I not looking forward to those Bills.
Oh, like the Buffalo Bills? Because I'm a part of the Bills Mafia for sure. Are you?
Yeah, and that's what it feels like when you need to go get some health care and they're coming after you so hard. It feels like they're the Bills Mafia.
And I understand that and I get that.
It's like I owe the hospital so much money that they're gonna come break my legs, and I'll end up back in there.
Whoa, that's some crazy shit that I don't know, you don't hear about too often.
It's a vicious cycle
of the hospital going out and fucking people up, and because they got to keep their numbers up in order to stay open.
Exactly, and there's too many healthy people. Our healthcare system's actually way too effective, and that's the reason that it seems so ineffective. Is that they have to create business.
Yep. And I don't trust any hospitals. I don't vaccinate my kids, and I don't go to hospitals. I just kind of white knuckle it through all pain. And I am pretty much unfazed by all of it. So anyway,
you've lost 4 or 5 kids at this point.
Yeah, but it's
in the woods, not from not vaccinating them, just in the woods.
Yeah, exactly. I just there's this weird candy house with an old lady living inside of it that I just tell my kids to go get some candy from, and they never seem to come back.
Well, I gave them a loaf of French bread for Christmas, so hopefully they'll know to leave a trail.
Oh, how very Scrooge after he's been visited by the three spirits and changed his mind and perspective about life on Christmas Day of you to do that, to give them that bread.
Hey, Christmas Carol, the other one, we're talking about so many fairy tales. The odds of this episode being good look grim.
Oh my God.
Ends.
We were talking about Christmas carols, talking about Carol Baskins. So many carols we got going on right now. And I love them all.
Sometimes I think it might be too many, but then I remember people love it.
People love it. And you know what I love? Drinking beer with you, Joey. And I'd love
Miller
to
Lite.
open this. I'd love
Not
to
Miller
open.
Lite.
Dude, did you just say the wrong beer?
Maybe.
Cringe, 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 Joey.
Throw this in a compilation. It's so cringy.
And I'm gonna drink to forget that you accidentally did that.
Okay, you're the only one with the can, so let me hear that crisp pop
Oh yeah.
sound.
All right. So I've actually to all my RHBR audio files out there, I actually started using a different mic. If you're curious, I've been having a hard time saying that word lately. If you're curious, hit my line and I'll tell you more about it because, frankly, it's fascinating. My new microphone is simply flabbergasting. It's remarkable. But yeah,
You
so
sound
that
like
was just
the,
like.
the
What were you gonna say?
you sound like the guy in Harry Potter that you have to like go buy your mic from on your way to the magical turf podcasting school.
Oh, this one is simply necessary for not thinking about women other than ones that identified similarly to yourself.
What's cool about this one is it has the same feather from the same cryptid that Moldy Folded Wart has in his microphone.
Oh, shit. That was a good own. And I don't know how he's going to come back from that one.
Well, anyway, so today we're talking about Miller
Wait.
High Life.
Wait, I was going to crack open the beer and show everybody out of my new mic that the can still sounds good. Even
Go ahead.
actually sounds better. Okay.
Do it right
Right.
now.
Here I go. Ooh, okay. Now that could be used. I should sell that sound to the radio. Okay.
Yeah,
oh,
I
and
mean,
it's spilling.
it's spilling. It's perfect. It's just like in the ads,
this-
you know.
If this, oh man, and this is already marks on the review. This is marks on the beer. I just cannot stand when the beer is spillable. I just can't stand it. I've opened countless beers and I never spill. Why do some beers spill easier than others? I don't get it, and this will be a mark on its record. Okay?
You hear
I'd like
that,
to speak to-
execs?
I'd like to speak to the manager of the spilling department at Miller, please. I'd like to speak to the manager of who decides how spillable the beer is, please. Thank you.
Please hold and press 3 to go fuck yourself. That's what they're
Oh.
pretty much saying to us. You
No,
know, because
yeah,
they're
and-
making their beer so spillable.
Yep, and they can get away with it. They can just, you know what, people will buy it anyway. Doesn't matter how easy it's spilled. It's like, just think about your customers. Think about your MFing customers, okay? I'm going to rattle off so many strongly worded tweets about this to all of my 20 followers. They are going to go crazy in my defense because this is unthinkable. Wow, I'm raging.
I can't
But anyway-
get it to open on the mic, the big beer.
You got to get it, Joey, and I'm watching you do it, and you're trying. You're even using the shirt technique. Joe's working with a bottle. It's not a can. Oh, I forgot to say, every hard-working American knows that sound, the sound of the can that I did earlier. You probably heard it. I did this whole thing about, like maybe selling that sound to the radio, just because my mic, like I said, like the mic is good, and I, like, got a pretty good take of me actually opening the can, which was the point, I guess. But it just, like, as you heard, like, if you remember, it just started spilling everywhere. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Then you probably remember the whole thing about me, like, you know, basically just saying that it'll be, you know, a mark on the beer. And, oh, Joey got the beer open. How is it?
I thought I was going to have to ask you to throw a wrench across the country.
Well, I got strong hands. I actually have the strongest hands of anybody in where I live, so I could have
Bigly.
probably just come over and opened it, like, without even thinking about it.
Yeah, because you're quick too. You would have been here in 2 shakes of a frickin' lamb's behind.
Yeah, because they're actually not that like they're easy to shake, and I've shaken them a lot because I just want to see like, could I actually get to LA? You know, like from Rochester, like as I'm like before I'm done shaking this lamb's tail twice, and I have, and that's on YouTube. That video's on YouTube. It's under we have like this whole YouTube called Science Facts 420. It's up on that YouTube, and that's just one of the things we do. Can you get across the country in less than 2 shakes of a tail's feather? And we do that, and that's the video title, and we have that, and it's up. So watch that, please. Subscribe and watch it. Thank you.
Good, thank you. That's good. That's good. So,
you like to drink the beer, Joey? I'd love to.
I've been drinking it.
Oh wow! So you've been like on this wave for a while, I guess. You're just like cooler than me or something. Like,
I didn't know we were waiting.
yeah, no, I was drinking it too. We weren't waiting. We talked about it.
We've talked about all of this stuff many times.
Yeah, it's scripted, like I said. But
Yeah.
I didn't look up any controversies today. I could make one up.
Yeah, please do, honestly.
So Miller, like the vibe that Miller gives to me. What is a Miller again? Is they do something with a mill. And I know what mills do. I'm very familiar with milling and millers, and I've milled and I will mill. Mulling, I've mulled.
What they do is take up a fraction of Jeff Bezos's net worth.
Whoa, Miller. Oh, and I get it. But I'm trying to just kind of get in the zone with like a controversy. I mean, maybe I could use that, but I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, let me think. Yeah, George, Ben Bezos tried to, just like Papa John, he tried to drink 40 Millers in 30 days.
Hi, Cass.
Oh, Cass, Joey says hi. She says hi, Joey, and my dog. So yeah, basically, what was the joke? What was the funny ass fucking joke I was making? That was busting everybody's goddamn balls off before you interrupted. Oh yeah, Jeff Bezos tried to drink 40 Millers in 30 days and actually got so drunk that he puked off of his home because he's so rich. His home is actually in the sky. It's a floating castle, and his puke fell down from the castle out of just one of his windows, and it reached terminal velocity and actually lit on fire, and then crashed into the White House.
Yeah.
So that
it was saved by his friend Toby Stark.
Yes, and he is the Black Sabbath Iron Man. And basically, hashtag that happened. And that's the controversy for today.
Man, I miss the days when
we can't talk for shit today, dude. What the fuck?
I'm very low energy, like Jeb Bush. I'm very low energy today.
Yeah, you better ask these listeners to please clap, because I don't think they're going to otherwise.
Anyway, that's my new laugh. So
no. I'll mute.
Dylan, that was some interesting controversy. Okay.
Thank you. I made it.
Let's mosey on over. Let's mosey on over to our best friend, beer advocate .motherfucking.com.
And I'm loving how slow you are saying it, because it is building the hype, building the anticipation. I'm at the edge of my seat waiting for you to finish the sentence, even though I know what's coming because I'm so excited. Woo!
All right, I'm just going to rattle some stuff off here, okay? So some stats.
And please do.
The score is 64 BA score, and that's poor, it says, and that all rhymes. So it makes a little too much sense.
Yeah, it
This
does, and
is-
that's Illuminati confirmed once again today. Too much rhyming is like, the devil's at work here.
Exactly. So let me just tell you, this is an American adjunct lager, okay? It's 4.6% alcohol, and it is ranked number 48,886 out of all beers, okay? So the average score
Wow.
is 2.71, all right? So let's delve into some reviews. Okay.
Yes, please. This is my favorite part of our podcast is when you read to me. Read to me,
Exactly.
Daddy.
And actually, they updated the site. I think it's a little easier to read now. Anyway,
What? They made the
so-
font bigger or something?
Well, they put the usernames at the top of the comment, so I can actually tell who said it.
Wow.
No, I don't need bigger font. That's insulting.
Sorry, I just saw you had glasses and wanted to make fun of you. Sorry.
Yeah, I have tiny eyes. Are you making fun of my beady eyes? Doesn't mean I'm evil.
Yeah, it doesn't. If you were left-handed, it would mean you're evil. Your tiny eyes just lead me to believe that, I don't know, God doesn't love you or something.
Yeah, what did you say about hands?
Nothing. I never said anything like that.
All right. Okay. Well, that one's gonna leave a mark, Dylan. Okay. So
like the ruler smashed down on your demon hand.
exactly, and you know what, Mr. Peter will tell me that at the gates. Anyway,
Oh, true, dude. Hashtag true.
So true.
Heaven is real.
facts.
It's my opinion, and it's true.
Heaven is for real. Okay, so this is a 5 out of 5 rating from Foray Saison. So we got,
I love when we start with the top rated ones, just like the higher ones, because it just sets it off as like a where could it go from here? Like obviously these people are so passionate and excited about it, but like where could it go? Could it be worse? And we already know that there's some bad ones, but who knows?
and we're gonna find out. So this is by
And you're gonna
Foray
start reading
Saison.
it now. You're gonna probably okay. Yeah. You got it.
Yeah. So we got Foray Saison. Okay, this person gives it a 5 out of 5, and let me tell you, they're writing in English, so their name is a little confusing because I know French when I see it.
Ooh, oui, mon frère.
Wee poo poo. Yes, everything.
Ew.
So
And it stinks, and that stinks that you said that, and the smell of your mouth when you said that.
mm-hmm. I think I got that from the Rugrats movie where they go to Paris.
Oh my goodness, that movie is sick.
Do you want to hear this review or not?
I actually couldn't live if I didn't hear it, so why don't you say it?
Okay, so let's see. Don't judge a beer by its price, and always judge a brew within its own style. Okay, so that's where this guy's coming from, okay?
Yeah, and I don't know about that. I think we're the experts here, and a 5 out of 5, like an out of 5 scale is perfection. We don't need any of that specific shit. You know what I mean? That's
Let me tell you, this guy's a little turned around. He's a little confused. Okay, let's just get that off the table. Okay, so they continue. Okay, can this beer be compared to the Devotion Ale by Lost Abbey or La Trappe Wit Trappist Ale? Don't be ridiculous. So he's saying,
and I'm not. I'm really not being ridiculous. So I don't know where this guy's coming from.
he's saying, don't compare this to a craft beer.
I didn't. I didn't
And we're
say
not.
that. I didn't fucking say that.
He's being very he's accusing us. He's like,
Why the fuck would he put those words in my mouth?
I feel like I'm being attacked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm being gaslit right now and manipulated into thinking that I would ever compare those beers, which I would. I mean, I would, but I haven't. I'm going to. We're going to, but we haven't yet.
Yeah, it's only going to get worse from here. So he says,
no.
Miller High Life is my favorite American adjunct lager. It is made from corn, I think. I think?
Yeah.
I think.
What a dumbass, dude. Because we know what it's exactly what it's made out of, and this guy is just taking a guess because he thinks he's some smart ass. Oh my god.
I mean, he put "I think" and like people talk like that. You don't write like that, buddy. Who do you think you are, Hemingway?
Yeah, for real. And he's not, unless he is, and that would be crazy if this was actually Ernie.
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
If he was still alive, if he faked his own thing, and Courtney Love never actually got to him.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Foray Saison says, it is made from corn, I think. It has a crisp, refreshing, and delicious flavor. Its recipe has not been changed since 1903. Like, that's a good thing. I speculate that this was a type of beer people drank during the Prohibition era. And again, he's correct when he says he speculates, because that is a enormous speculation.
And we are going to get our team of fact checkers on this one, and we will be live tweeting the updates.
Yeah, and he's putting words in our mouth. Now he's putting words in history's mouth. Come on, guy. Come on, guy.
It's not his story. You know what I mean? It's history. And that's just something. That's like a little wordplay thing that you guys probably haven't heard. It's just like, I don't know. It's just this guy thinks it's all about him, but it's not, okay? That's all I'm trying to say.
He's making a history lesson sound more like a hysterectomy.
Oh, and those are bad. And I mean, they hurt, I should say. Let's dive in. No.
You want to Okay, so do you want to you want another review, Dylan?
Please, I'm begging you.
Okay. So,
give it to me.
Here's a good one. This one is from Lucas Cade. Lucas_Cade, okay? 1.82 out of 5, okay? So this is a low score. Overall, he gave it a 1. All right. So February 25th, 2020. They say, when they say the champagne of beers, they're not kidding. I didn't drop it. I didn't drive home on a hurry. I just picked up a 6-pack and wanted to settle on after a long week. And I think this guy might be not from around here based on the way he's typing English.
Uh-oh. Where do you think he's from? Canada?
More like outer space, if you ask me. Anyway,
whoa.
So they say, I cracked one open and half of it poured out onto my lap. After I changed my clothes, I, all caps gently, put the beer in the fridge, hoping tit would help. And that's just hilarious.
That's so, anytime you can slip that word in, it's funny. It's so funny.
This person's not an alien. They're a freaking comedian.
And comedians, aliens can be comedians too. You ever watch American Dad?
Yes, Rogers.
You remember? Yes,
remember Rogers. He's actually my favorite comedian.
Yeah, he writes his own jokes and does all his own stunts in the show too. It's like crazy.
Yeah. Seth MacFarlane for president, honestly.
He could sing away all of the problem. He could definitely write a musical that would like perfectly like comedically, but also like kind of like tactfully and like, like with a point, kind of just like address and solve all of our problems like musically with his beautiful baritone voice. I really wish that was the reality we live in,
and he can do that all and make it freaking hilarious.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
not what people. Yep, and that's not easy to do. You think Trump could write a show as good as the Cleveland show? No way. I've seen every episode of the Cleveland show. I've seen every episode of The Apprentice. And let me just say, if you don't know which one is better out of that, I can't help you. And I don't want to.
You're beyond help. So anyway, Lucas ends their review by saying, after 5 hours of chillin' and gaming and me full of hope, all 6 exploded upon opening.
Oh, wow. And I thought the spillability was bad. I guess the explodability is even worse. We got to be careful.
I think they're related. If they might be related.
Yeah, cousins or something.
Yeah, maybe step cousins.
Ooh.
Anyway, enough, okay? You're too horny. Okay.
Dude, you're right.
Just kidding.
I'm not
That's
horny
impossible.
enough.
Yeah, exactly. So apparently this beer does have an issue with its popability, its explodability, and its spillability. So,
and that's scary and that's frightening, and I'm afraid to have it in my house. But you know, we're heroes for doing this. So you're welcome, guys.
Yeah.
You're welcome, everybody.
we're doing this so you don't have to.
Yeah, and please don't. Please don't buy this. I mean, well, we'll see. I guess you'll see. If you like our review, if we give this a 5 out of 5, which we could give a 5 out of 5.
Hey, it's anybody's game. It's anybody's game at this point.
It's anybody's game and anybody's guess and anybody's life, which is a stage.
Yeah.
And yeah, so all I want to say is that, like, who knows? And I really want you to keep reading the review.
Well, I think we should let's move on, Dylan. Let's get to our feelings. I feel like we should talk about how we feel.
All right, I'm ready. And I've never really talked about how I felt with anyone, so I'm kind of nervous, but I think it'll go good. I think it'll go well. I trust you, bro.
Bro, it's just me and 14 other people who listen to this.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool for me to just be able to bare my soul on this podcast because I'm awash with so many feelings about Miller beer, and it makes me so sad that more people don't buy the beer even though it's so spillable.
Well, we'll get into all that, okay? So, careful, you're not going to have any tears left for each category.
You're right.
So
All
let's
right.
talk about how this thing looks. How about it? We both sat back in our chairs like we were both going to take a break from talking. And
yeah, I think this is enough. We can just can we do Microsoft Sam type in the rest of the review and make it sound convincing like we actually said the rest of the podcast with our mouths?
I could just do what I did for the theme song and have a robot read it.
Exactly. That wasn't your that wasn't your beautiful singing voice on the theme song?
No, unfortunately, I can't take credit for that. That was a free text to voice thing from the World Wide Web.
Damn, and they will find you, and they'll find us, and they'll sue us. So thanks for letting everyone know, and we better lawyer up, just like the Social Network, because they're coming for us.
Hey, it's not like we pirated movies, okay? We just stole
That's
some
true.
audio.
Yeah,
Only a sick bastard would pirate anything on the internet.
That's true. There are limits, You wouldn't pirate a car. Actually,
No.
I would pirate a car. Actually. Imagine if you could pirate cars. Imagine, just for a second, if you could pirate everything. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, actually, because I believe that everything should be bought and sold in the free market.
Torrents are too dangerous. Too many cedars.
And leechers. Those are the things that you don't hear about too often, are the leechers.
Wow, and they really get stuck on your skin.
And you think that they might be helpful, but then you find mold on a piece of bread and you realize actually there's more medicine out there, and that's how doctors were formed.
Exactly, yeah. And it's those kind of leeches, those bug things will be on your skin, but these torrent leeches will get under your skin.
Oh, especially if you're, I don't know, a big movie company. It's under your skin. You're awake every night saying, "How do I stop these digital pirates?"
And I think that's that's the main point, like, of our podcast is like that we're here to support these small, enormous businesses.
Yeah,
And
these really cute mega corporations, really tiny and endearing massive beer conglomerates. But
like, we just
Yeah,
want to
they're
say
cute.
there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, but like, don't forget about the big guy.
Make sure that you always respect everybody who has more than you, and aspire to not change the fact that they do, but just aspire to be one of them. That's what I hope you get out of this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're really going to be seen like in 10 years from now as like the only voices of reason,
Yeah, and I think we deserve that.
They're gonna make a movie about us starring the guy from Richard Jewell and
And Pumbaa, dude. It would be
and
Pumbaa.
Pumbaa. and either of them could play either of us.
Oh, fuck. You're right. Oh, I call Pumbaa, though, honestly. I'd rather be Pumbaa than Richard Jewell guy, who I never saw that movie, but...
He's talented.
Yeah, but he just doesn't have it, Something about him.
Hey, that's fine. Clint Eastwood saw it, but hey, we'll listen to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you should listen to me, but let's and you know what, audience, listen to me as I describe the can. So what you see, the look. Yeah, sorry, Joey. The look of the can. I should have said that or whatever, but anyway. So basically, when I look at the can, I see it just reminds me of a foregone era of time. Excuse me, I'm burping and I'm still burping. Oh my god! All right, make sure you.
This is going so well.
Yeah, and I think it will continue to go as well. I see a forgotten era, a time in which, maybe it was prohibition, just like that guy speculated. And that's the time we're looking at. It just looks old timey, you know what I mean? It looks like they haven't updated the cane design since 1903 too. You know what I mean? And it's clear that graphic design is not Miller's passion. And whoever Miller is, whoever you are, maybe download Photoshop. Maybe look into some other graphic design alternatives, I don't know how many people you have at your little company there at Miller, but maybe you could figure out, I don't know, another design maybe. Maybe update it just a tiny bit, because it looks like, I don't know, like a penny you find on the side of the road has a bunch of dirt and grime and muck on it, and you pick it up and it says, Est 1903? And you're like, damn, that makes sense because it looks like shit. That's my review. I haven't numbered it yet. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that can is dressed like my grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And similarly,
that can
to your
keeps
grandpa,
offering me Werther's Originals.
Dude, if my beer was offering me candy, I'd be drinking it way more. But yeah, so basically the look is
in that van.
Yeah, Joey. All right, the beer is
the cash cab. The cash cab. What did you think I was talking about? The cash cab.
Oh, you're right. And we love Ben Bailey, and we're big Ben Bailey fans. All
Best
right,
buds of Ben Bailey.
I just want to say, my God. And I get how you feel when I interrupt you. But when I do it, it's like fun and playful. And when you do it, I just want to wring your little neck.
My neck is thick as hell.
Yeah. You go, Richard Jewell. All right, here we go. I'm going to give this, you're way sexier and hotter than Richard Jewell that could ever be. I'm going to give this for the look, I'm going to give it a 1.5. Update this shit, Miller. I don't know who you are, but like I said, check out some programs. We got a lot of options in 2020, so I know you got a good PC, bro. People buy your beer. Update it. Next.
Yeah. So for me, I've got like we said earlier, I've got the 32-ounce bottle, and you know, it looks fine. It's mostly a transparent bottle.
Yeah.
The beer, it looks nice in the bottle. It looks like a classic, cheap 40 a beer or whatever.
Yeah. Which is nice to you. You like that.
Yeah, it reminds me of the old days, palling around with our old friends around the Chinatown Two Bridges neighborhood, drinking Old English. I know this isn't Old English, and we'll get to
Back
that
in
beer.
1903. Back in 1903 when we were chumming around.
After a long day of working on the beams up in the sky, building skyscrapers,
Yes.
we'd eat our sack lunch and then come back down and have an Old English from the bodega there.
Some about sack lunch. Some about sack lunch for sure, but keep going.
Exactly. And anyway, so yeah, I mean the label looks fine. The font they're using is definitely very retro, definitely very Americana. It's they know they're calling out their roots. It says Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
It's rusty. You know what I mean? It looks rusty.
It looks like a sepia filter. Mine does.
Yeah. It just looks a little rusty to me.
Yeah. And so yeah, I mean it's kind of minimalist on this bottle, but I have to take your can into account, which again is dressed like the population of Florida.
Ooh, old and out of touch. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'll give it a 1.5. That sounds right to me.
Oh shit. I actually just realized it's recyclable aluminum.
Oh wow.
And if we have questions, I guess, about what that means, we could call 1-800-MILLER. 1-800-MILLERS. No additives or preservatives. Miller Brewing Co., Milwaukee, union made. I think they got a nice barcode on here. It's recyclable aluminum. I think for that I gotta increase my increase my rating. I gotta give it a 2.
Okay.
Because when I found out the can was aluminum, I don't know. It's just like not a lot of cans are aluminum these days, and what's a fun thing to do is the cool thing about aluminum is you could say it like aluminium, and that's just cool. It just like rolls off the tongue. So yeah. Anyway, we can move on. I just like it's recyclable aluminum. I just figured that would. And it has like a cool looking like barcode on it. Honestly, the barcode is better designed than the logo, and I just didn't look at that before. So I'm gonna give it I'm gonna change my rating to a 2. And I see you're looking at the barcode. It's nothing special, but you can just tell that love went into it. You know what I mean? You can just kind of tell that with each line, just another bit of their heart went into it.
And again, mine is completely different. So I am also gonna give it a 2.
What? Oh my god!
You convinced me. And the font reminds me of when America used to be great.
And you're one of those MAGA guys or something?
No, I'm a NMAGA, never make America great again, because we don't deserve it.
Whoa, you're saying it's too good for us. We don't deserve it, but ideally we would deserve it and get it.
No. I'm saying we don't deserve to be praised. What I'm saying is... what I'm saying is...
Yep, and we're all waiting to hear what you have to say.
And what I'm saying is... This beer... reminds me of my innocent days as a child, running through the fields of corn that would be harvested from my daddy's farm to make the Miller Lite.
Children of the Corn. It sounds like some Children of the Corn shit, Joey. That's twisted. But let's see if your nostalgia plays into the next category, which I know off the top of my head, but I just want to hear you say it.
Can I clarify though? When I said never make America great again, the only time it was ever great was that one time, way back when, before it existed because it was founded on injustice. Anyway,
truth.
So the next category we have here is smell, and I'm sorry to bring this up in the aftermath of the truth bombs I just dropped, much like America loves to do.
It never stops.
Still at it. I can't stop. I feel like freaking Stephen Colbert or James Fallon or
Jimmy
or James Kimmel.
James Kimmel. Wow. That's not his name at all, Joey. Nice try, you freaking dum-dum.
Yeah. Well, those guys are
Jorm Cormel.
Both the Jimmys are canceled, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's so quick, you know? They just get I wish when somebody got canceled, they got guillotined, you know?
They should be. And we should have known. Anyway,
that's true.
The evidence was there the whole time. Anyway, so
the
smell. Give me your whiff analysis, please.
I'll whiff. All right. Okay, I see you, Miller. It's not as bad as some of the other ones. I'll give it that. It really isn't. Now your smell might be different because I'm smelling the recyclable aluminum, and you're smelling, I don't know, some type of, what is that, glass bottle or something boring. Yeah. So our smells might be different. Mine will probably be better and, you know, just kind of like cooler. But what's your why don't you say what's your smell like, Joey? What the cool bottle smell like?
I resent you. So the bottle smells fine. It doesn't have much of a glass smell, which can be a huge problem sometimes. Stinky glass, but
ew, and it smells so bad. My mirror stinks.
To be honest with you, like my first thought when I smelled it just now was that, is this wet dog food?
Ooh,
I got a hint of wet dog food.
And you like this, and I've known you for a while, and I'm just wondering because you historically love that smell, and you go towards that smell almost like cartoonishly with your, like on your tiptoes with your nose raised, pointing towards it. So I'm just wondering if that, you know, maybe your tastes have changed, or, you know, maybe you don't like wet dog food as much. You know, I'm just wondering if how's that going to color your review?
It's not as much that I sought it out. It's more of a, you know, kind of a masochistic pleasure when you're spooning that stuff out into the bowl, and you're like, man, it's kind of like when you smell gasoline and, you know, or like it's cigarette smoke, and you're like, man, that smells bad but really good.
Yeah, because gasoline, it's like kind of sexy, you know, because it's like, ooh, if I got a bunch of this and spilled it and accidentally, you know, lit a match, I could light me and, you know, my loved ones like on fire accidentally. Like, that's so dangerous, you know. That's kind of like gasoline for me. It's like I feel like I'm living on the edge when I smell it. So
especially
that's how what are we gonna
especially if you're built Ford tough.
Oh, and I am built Ford tough. That is our sponsor this week, is Ford trucks. Buy them. Ford. Ford. I am a man, and I have a truck.
Ford, arm yourself before you can't.
Oh my God.
Maybe
Ford, they want to take your guns away. Ford, there's enough room in the back back for all of your guns that the Democrats are trying to take from you.
I don't know if they're going to be very happy with those ads, Dylan.
Yeah, no. I think they're gonna drop us. I think they're gonna drop us from the reads. But and yeah, you guys should know we just lost millions of dollars because we couldn't resist the searing hot political takes that everybody's dying for.
And they know they'll never recover, like financially from us putting this take out there. So
And
had to do it to them. Had to do it to them because they're a big corporation.
So with that, your smell review clearly, so tastefully led up to, with all the things we just talked about, seamlessly, is
1.5.
Wow, and we love the 1.5.
We do.
I respect that answer. I'm gonna sniff it one more time. Oh, I got a little bit in my nose. That's never fun. I think that happened to me last week too. So freaking weird feeling. I'm gonna say, it's not the best, but some of the other cans we smelled have smelled like dookie doo-doo dog shit. Okay, and I'm taking it a step further. Not dog food, dog shit. The thing that happens after dogs eat the food that already smells bad.
If you're asking me, I'd rather sniff it before it's poop.
And that's open to debate. That's just your opinion, I guess. But I sniffed this, and it's not as bad as some of the other ones. So you know what? I'm gonna have to give it a 2.5. I didn't mind the smell as much as you, and once again, I have a can, you have a bottle. Historically, I feel like I've had bottles the past few weeks. Maybe bottles just smell worse. But that's not up for us to know or decide.
I have a theory, and I think it is that cans give a certain smell that bottles do not. So the smell might be engineered to smell good in the can, but when it's not in the can, it smells like the doggy do.
Oh, so they only put they only remove the dew smell when they put it in the can.
Yeah, exactly.
But they leave the dew smell for the glass.
Yes.
And that's why you buy the glass. You have both options and you buy the glass purposefully.
Well, no, I only saw the glass this week, Dylan. Relax.
Oh.
Are you calling me a poo sniffer?
I'm calling you a dew lover, that's for sure.
Man, if I was into that stuff, you know what? There'd be nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, okay. Welcome to 2020, you freakazoids. As if this year couldn't get any weirder.
Yeah, what are you telling me? People are into alternative ways of deriving sexual pleasure? Hey, get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know. I crossed the line at dew, personally.
Well, personally, I don't judge.
Oh, sorry. All right. What's the next category?
Dylan, you're in some hot fucking water when this episode comes out. Let me tell you.
I'm gonna do myself.
One of the most important categories is up next, and it's because it's one of the categories. It's taste.
Oh, and I always forget until it happens. Taste, my absolute favorite one of these.
I like the taste of this beer. I always kind of have.
It's grown on me. It's grown on me since I haven't had it in a while, and I took a sip just tonight for the podcast that we're doing right now. I took a sip, and I really didn't like the taste. But the more I drink, for some reason, I'm minding it a little less. I wonder why.
Our bodies are so magic. But yeah,
True.
it's not a great beer, and I think, comparing it to a craft beer would be silly, like our friend Foray Saison reminded us. But it's not that bad, and I think maybe I'm just coming off of last week with Coors Light being so goddamn awful. And and tasting this and just saying, this has some flavor. It definitely is like, this tastes like a light beer.
It does. It
As-
definitely does.
As stupid as that sounds, it's not a light beer. It's a lager, but it's not
Can
as
I-
heavy.
Can I just? I'm just wondering if the whole light dark thing is that like a Star Wars reference, or what is that about?
Come to the dark side. We have cookies.
Yeah, exactly. Like I love that kind of like meme. I love the dark side. Not only for the cookies. I am a Pumbaa. I like the cookies, but I'm also just wondering like if the dichotomy, dark light in terms of beer, like kind of how you explained adjunct last week, and I'm sure, and I retained all of that, and I remember what adjunct means in relation to beer because I'm a very good listener. But I'm just, and I'm sure our listeners who are also very good listeners, if they listen to the show, I'm sure they remember it too. But I'm just wondering, like light, dark, these words just, I just feel like they didn't really come into cultural relevance until Star Wars. So I'm just wondering if maybe that's kind of like the inspiration for kind of just calling a beer a light beer or a dark beer. Like, I don't know. And that's something that we can figure out together.
I mean, I think I base it mostly on the word. If light is on the thing, but also if the color, But you're right. I think George Lucas does deserve a lot of credit for beer, criticism and study over the years. Because beer and Star Wars go hand in hand, like PB&J, baby.
And when it comes to beer, I just, it's in a can, I mean, at least this week. So I can't really see, if it's on the light side or the dark side, if it's eating cookies or if it has a blue lightsaber or whatever. Like I just can't really tell, cause and it's just weird that they don't have cookies on the light side. I just like I personally am a Sith Lord. Like I've always resonated with like Count Dooku and the robot with the 4 arms and that kind of like whole vibe. But I just never understood why the fucking lightsaber, the blue lightsaber guys never got baked goods. Like,
well,
it's just so weird.
By not remembering that character's name, you've made a grievous error.
Oh, and I'm reminded of the name from that very witty retort. Wow.
And I've been to Star Wars, so I've actually been there, so I can tell you from experience that there are cookies on the light side, but they're mostly oatmeal raisin and macadamia nut, which, I'm a big fan of macadamia nut.
Those are good cookies, but they're safe. And I see that, okay? But I'm just wondering, like, then what kind of cookies are the dark side eating?
Well, let me tell you, I went over there too because I went through all of Star Wars when I was there.
No way.
I was like, if I'm coming this far and this long ago, I'm gonna, this far away and this long ago, I'm gonna do the whole thing. So I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Win in Star Wars.
Exactly. Yeah. When on Mustafar. Anyway, that's what they said. But so
it's Mufasa.
They do that. The cookies on the dark side are like insane, dude. They're like decadent combinations they're like the Ben and Jerry's of cookies.
And why do you think I'm there? Why do you think I'm a Sith Lord? You know what I mean? It's not for fun, because it's not fun. I have to
chocolate caramel chunk.
Exactly, and that's the only kind of shit that the dark magic of the dark side can get you. And with that, I think that kind of just like informs my review, kind of like we did for the last one, like kind of everything we talked about, just kind of perfectly encapsulated, kind of like metaphorically, like our thoughts on the taste and all that, and real RHBR heads will kind of be able to follow the symbolism through all of that. But with all of the things we said, it should be clear to the audience what I'm about to say. If you know me and you know the inside of my mind by now, I mean, if you've listened to every episode, you've listened to at least 8 hours of us talk. And that's fucked up. To the 14 of you doing that, A, that's fucked up. And B, Respect. You shouldn't. But anyway, I'm going to give it, the taste. I'm going to give it a 2.8.
Nice.
Yeah,
and
a
I'm
little
glad,
bit above.
I'm glad you segued back to the rating because I think that Star Wars bit was a little forced.
Oh,
Yes,
dude, that was insane, dude. Oh my god!
And
Wow.
I'll just say this: 3.0.
Oh, and you know what? Because you made such a sick fucking joke, I'm matching you. I'm increasing mine by 0.2 points. I am also doing 3.0.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. That was good. That was good. I think we should. I don't know. That was good. All we can do is maybe.
I
is
wish
just
we
move
could
on.
end the show. I wish we could end the show, but we can't.
I wish I could end everything after that, but I won't and I can't, and that's not funny. But I do think that we should go to the next review,
which is feel.
the next category. Feel, my favorite.
All right.
I'm pouring it onto my hand,
Me too.
and I'm loving it. And frankly, I'm fucking loving it.
And frankly, this is great.
It's a little hot. It's as summer is, in the season that we're reviewing all these beers in. We've carefully selected all of these beers in correspondence with the weather and what seasons we're having. And that's really easy to do because we live on different sides of the country. And it's just very obvious that we chose Miller today. And I'm telling you, it's feeling great on my hand. It feels incredible. I just love it. I'm loving it. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
It feels good, not too much bubbles on the skin, which can cause some irritation. And not too few either. You definitely get a nice exfoliation without going too overboard. For this, I think, I'm going to give it I'm going to give this feel a 4.5, my friend.
Oh, wow. Good. And it deserves it. Because I'm sure in LA it's toasty. It's not very humid though, I would guess.
It's dry. I don't sweat as much, but I still sweat every second of the day. And that's just how my body works. But, it has nothing to do with my, diet or lifestyle. But it's hot in this closet. I'll tell you that. It is hot in this closet. Not a lot of circulation.
Yeah, but that's, and you're still in there and you're living in there, and I'm proud of you for sticking with it. Not like you have a choice. I am keeping you in there, but it's just like so cool that you're just like thriving and surviving, and that's just it's admirable.
I'm so committed at this point of living with these clothes that, I think I'm gonna beat James Franco's record. I'm gonna go for 128 years in here.
And that's someone you really want to aspire to is James Franco.
Well, no, I want to beat his pervy ass.
Ooh, but you're just saying his character. You want to be like his character in the movie.
Yeah, I want to be like the guy that the movie was based on, the true story. I want to be like that guy. And
you're gonna chop off. Spoiler alert. You're gonna chop off your freaking arm to be like that guy.
Hey, if a suitcase falls and I'm too weak to get it off, yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, that's true. You have no other choice. Suitcases just be falling like that, and it's,
And there's
crazy.
literally, Dylan, like 3 suitcases in this closet.
And I can see them, and they're piling up. And I don't even know. I mean, there's so little room for you in there to even move. I'm impressed that you can even like bend your arm in order to put the beer to your mouth. But so you gave the feel a 4.5, correct?
Correct.
You know, it's humid here in Rock City. It's a heat that won't let you forget about it. You know, it just is constantly present no matter what you do. And I refrigerated these, which helped. I refrigerated the Millers. I put them in the fridge. That made them cold. And so when I poured it on my hand that was hot from the humidity, it felt great. So you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do right now?
What?
I'm going to give the feel a motherfucking a 4. Nope, just kidding. A 5 out of 5. The best feel.
Shit.
This beer. Sometimes I hype stuff up. Sometimes I'd like to throw off the listener by pretending to be really into something, even though I'm not. Kind of ironically, perhaps. But this time, I was fully sincere about how I felt about the feel. And that shows in my review, which, if you don't remember, was a 5 out of 5. Next category, please, Joey.
You still managed to fake us out. You're so fucking good at this. It's our last category tonight, Dylan, is overall, okay? And this is really where we let our hearts sing.
Mm-hmm. And I love the song that specifically your heart sings, Joey, is beautiful. I can hear it from here, and it's not the microphone. You know, I can just hear it. Even when we're not doing the podcast, I can hear you. I can hear your heart beating. Once again, because of your lifestyle choices. But anyway, yeah. What do you think your overall score is?
My overall score for this beer is gonna be something that sounds a little something like. This is a.
I thought you were literally about to like surprise me with like a sound clip or something that you were like stalling to prepare for. It's gonna sound a little something like this, and then like you just started talking again. We're having fun tonight. This beer is getting to me, everybody. Woo, yeah.
Man, yeah. The reviews are coming in. People love this shit. Anyway,
they love it. They love it.
We got to make these episodes shorter, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Wow. Holy shit. Let's give this an end.
Yeah. So those are. My score was a 3.25 because it's above average.
Overall.
That's my overall. It's a 3.25. It's a good beer. It's not. You can drink a lot of it, but you don't have to. And you
don't have to.
It looks like champagne, so why not call it that, folks?
Champagne. And I totally agree with you. I think that I will talk for 10 more minutes and elongate the podcast even more. Just kidding. Wow. Maybe I'll just keep burping. Maybe what I'll do is just keep burping. I think that's what people want. People come for the beer reviews and they stay for the burps. High quality. I bought this microphone so that I could burp into the highest quality for you guys. My overall, it would be very high if I didn't spill it on myself when I first opened it. That's something that needs to be addressed by the company. Also, that one reviewer said that it exploded on them. So, I'm going to have to give it an even 3. A little lower than yours because I did spill it. You didn't spill yours. I spilled mine. Clearly, the can is more spillable than the bottle. I loved how it felt, but that's it. It's a 3 for me.
Wow.
Well, yeah, and that's it. And that will do it. And that should be, it should have been over earlier, but this is it now.
I'll cut it down. Thanks for listening, guys. and in all seriousness, Black Lives Matter. We still are speaking up about that stuff and spreading awareness and stuff. So keep doing that as well, and donate what you can. We love you all.
Yes, we love you. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, have a great one. Bye.
Bye.
HARD BREW REVIEWS.
Rock Hard Brew Reviews.